Go number 7. Wait, who's that? Who's won? Oh no, I was just cheering for you. Hello fellow anime geeks and welcome to another review. I'm continuing with my goal to try every anime series that I can and to dissect it with my usual 4 questions. Today I have a shonen manga adaptation, Sayonara Watashi no Cramer, or Farewell My Dear Cramer on Crunchy. By the way, I grew up saying football, but since this review is in American English for continuity's sake, I'm gonna go with soccer. The mal genre tags are drama and sports, and those are spot on. This is a clean, no-frills sports anime, which I'm really happy about because I have no idea why, but from the poster, I initially thought that this was gonna be a more, kind of like fan service-y sports anime, kind of like Number 24 or Tamayomi, but no, I can't recall any fan service, and also, the fun, distinct character designs that reminded me of the Amars in Kuragehime made it immediately obvious that this was not gonna be that kind of show. That reminds me of the Amars in Kuragehime. Like, the girls are just weird. Here, our protagonist is talented and passionate, but she feels a bit jaded with the whole school club scene. She hasn't had very good experiences, but when her middle school coach convinces her to try out high school soccer, she finds a whole new world of people as passionate as she is. Her fire for being part of a team is rekindled, and we get a lot of the same other sports anime tropes that we're used to. New blood reinvigorating the team, practice matches establishing rivals and friends, and all of the administrative troubles of reforging a previously unsuccessful club. But Sayonara Watashi no Cramer has an interesting approach. It has a lot of heart. Yes, we do touch on all of these sports anime tropes, but we do so with a warm, calm, almost slice of life kind of tone. There's multiple points of view that beautifully broaden our perspective, but we don't lose focus. There's some really good messages about self-improvement and individual worth in a competitive arena. And I really appreciated that it wasn't a guarantee that our team was going to win just because they were our protagonists. I think the best example of heart and wisdom in this show, though, is in its title, in the significance of its title. Now, I didn't really know much about the history of soccer in Japan, so when I finished the series and I still didn't really understand the title, but I thought back on all of the love and care that went into all of the references and the strategy breakdowns, I had to do some digging. Dettmar Cramer was an accomplished player and coach, and he's known as being the father of Japanese soccer. He passed away a year before this manga started its serialization, so I think that the story not only honors him in name, but in highlighting and appreciating all of the passion and the responsibilities that go into coaching. So I think it's no wonder that the humble, wise teacher was such a well-portrayed trope in this story, or that the coach's plotline was as significant to the story of this team as our protagonist. You can just tell that a lot of care and thought went into the overall crafting of this show. I get the sense that there's a lot more to these character backstories than what we saw in the anime, but that the anime itself was crafted to be a good, solid, succinct story. So we didn't really make a big deal about all of our melodramatic character backstories. Flashbacks were brief, they were relevant, and they didn't really disrupt the flow of the show. I also really liked that the story included in this anime is both a full circle but also a progressing journey. We really only got to see the first few months of our protagonist's school life, but within that snapshot we actually got some really good character growth. And there's actually a prequel movie that's also available on Crunchy that I think released the season after the anime series that I think covers the backstory to our protagonist. Strategies and descriptions of the actual sport were intelligent. We didn't really stop to explain soccer from the ground up, which is a smart move because almost everyone in the world is at least familiar with soccer, especially outside of the US. And I mean, what 90s Mexican kid didn't grow up watching Supercampeones? Or Captain Tsubasa. I think this anime is sweet and worthwhile if you like sports anime, and heck, maybe even if you just like slice of life. All of the sports anime moments that I like to call the heck yeah moments, they were really good. Like, I mean, like, whoever decided on just stressing us out during tense moments with a drumline BGM, but then kind of like offer us this really celebratory release with bagpipes in the winning theme. Oh, what is up with this bagpipe music? I love it. Sound genius. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next video. Save it, save it, save it. Ooh, go Sue! Go. Now pass. Go, go girl, go, 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 go. Yeah, she didn't have to fend at all. It's in, it's in. Oh no, it's not in. Crud.